Check, 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 check. Welcome back, sports fans, to the second final of today. And head down here at the Ngapunawai Sports Hub, we have the 2022 Johnson Cup final between Ashburton College and Te Kura Kaupapa Maori or Ruamata. The Ruamata boys coming down from Rotorua, and the Ashburton boys all coming all the way from Ash Vegas up to Christchurch for this tournament, Damo.
Yes, Ashburton, known as one of the great hubs for hockey here in New Zealand. Looking forward to this final though, Sam, and both teams have played outstanding throughout this entire tournament.
Really fantastic hockey this tournament, Damo. Obviously, Damo, on my right in the commentary booth, my name's Sam. I'm sure it's a pleasure to be hosting you here for this final. As we see the teams lining up, the crowd going absolutely wild for them. This is where you see the emotion come out. As you see the camera crew out on the turf. And I think we're going to see something special in a moment, Damo. I believe the Ruamata boys going to be laying down the challenge of the haka to the Ashburton boys, who are going to be supported by their head boy, leading them to receive the haka.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, Sammy. It's not very often to see a haka on the hockey field. But it's refreshing to see a school of such culture, and they're a rather small population, the Ruamata lads, that we'll get into later. But yes, they've played very well throughout this tournament, and everyone here should show their respects.
Absolutely awesome, Damo. The Ruamata boys laying down the challenge.
I couldn't think of a better way to start off the game. If people weren't excited for this game already, they well and truly are now. There's a lot of buzz around the Ngapunawai Sports Hub at the moment, and I don't think anyone should leave their seats right now. But yes, what a game, what an atmosphere, and what it ends for what has been such a great tournament throughout this entire weekend. The game today being umpired by Rachel Murphy and Joshua Black, who until yesterday had never coached a major semi-final. And we're off with an overhead start from Ashburton. And Ruamata already put into defensive corners. Oh, Ashburton already putting that pressure on. The Ruamata story is remarkable. A small high school, all Maori high school in Rotorua, and a school of only about 200 people from years 0 to 13, I believe. And most of their senior school is actually at this tournament playing for Ruamata, and it's remarkable that the amount of things that they've been able to do with such a small school, Sam.
Fantastic, Damo. I think this is the whole senior school of boys, apart from about 3 or 4 members of the whole entire secondary school. So fantastic to see them putting together such a strong hockey team, and definitely been one of the teams to watch this week. And the proof is in the pudding to the final. As you see them putting them under some early pressure.
Already with an opportunity here is Ruamata. They start off their campaign strong with a 10-0 win over Roncalli, and some of the most fluid, impressive hockey you could ever see. Many of their members are a part of the under-18 Bay of Plenty team. And however, Ashburton are by no means weak at all. Had a really tight tussle and pull play as they nearly score a goal there, Ruamata, through Tamaho Palmer. As Ashburton balls are put under their own pressure. However, going down the sideline is number 21 there, Lachlan Jamet.
And this crowd's building, Damo. There's probably at least 400, 500, 600 people here down at Ngā Sports Hub enjoying what's the final game of the Johnson Cup 2022 Boys Tier 3 tournament.
Close to capacity here, Sammy.
I'd suggest carpooling, Damo. It's the best way to find a car park.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to find my car at this point. Umpire Rachel Murphy, quite used to finals at this point, very experienced umpire. And again, Joshua Black in his first major final. Previously, had only really ever reffed or umpired a few Marlborough Premier League games. However, has shown great promise, and he's been excellent throughout this entire tournament. As Ashburton look to get on the attack here and put Ruamata under some serious pressure. As they're transferring it around the back.
Looking to lift the tempo a wee bit, the Ruamata lads. A team that's been fantastic at controlling the ball all week and dictating the play. Looking to hold it firmly around this back three. Great pass up the near sideline, finding the midfielder for the Ruamata boys.
Fantastic crossover there from number 3, Timothy Walker. Ruamata looking to put the Ashburton boys under some real pressure here. Well, it looks like it's been lifted. Umpire Black playing advantage there. However, Ruamata still on the aggressive end of the field.
As we see a little bit of period of sustained pressure here by the Ruamata team. Finding the circle penetration in the first foot of the game. Umpire Rachel Murphy signalling the penalty corner.
As we saw in the Audrey Timlin final, penalty corners aren't always resulting in a goal. So will we see a goal from the first penalty corner of the game? Having seen throughout the regular tournament, Ruamata have been deadly on their penalty corners. And Captain Nupera Hohepa on the drag out. Lay off to the left. Oh, great defensive effort there from Ashburton. However, Ruamata still have control of the ball, and another great tackle there. And Ashburton find themselves on the counter-attack.
Nicholas Kershaw hitting on the far side, a 1-on-1 contest. Great support here from both teams.
This week has been a real showcase for mid-Canterbury hockey, with both Ashburton teams from Ashburton College managing to secure a semi-final place with obviously Ashburton boys managing to get a spot in the final.
As we see Hamish O'Reilly on the ball here for Ashburton College.
Great stop there from number 3, Timoti Waka.
And Carlin Mason on the ball at the back. The flowing locks out the back of the head. He's going to be a man to watch today for the Ruamata boys.
That is one fantastic mullet that deserves great respect.
Ashburton seem to be doing a pretty good job here at nullifying the attack of the Ruamata team. Seem to be stuck down the centre of the field for a moment. They're not looking to panic though, Damo. They'll be happy to hold the ball, see what they can construct.
For those who haven't seen Ruamata play before, I believe Jim Curry, I'll hold that comment for a second. Ashburton are continually piling on the pressure on Ruamata here. As they're once again entering that midfield, looking to get into Ashburton's half, as that's a lovely layoff there. Advantages are being played. She continually goes down the right-hand side. Ruamata looking to pounce here as they enter the circle. Oh, unlucky. Great build-up play, Sammy. I mean, you've got to be impressed with stuff like that.
Yeah, really dangerous situation there for Ashburton College. Ruamata with about 3 players unmarked in the circle, only the one lone defender from Ashburton College. Not a situation that the coaches are going to want to see from Ashburton College as the game pushes on.
Can't help but notice that on every 16 here, Ashburton are persisting with an overhead outlet, which of course is always a dangerous way to get out of the circle. But they've managed to effectively do it time and time again throughout this tournament. Only time will tell. And Ruamata again on that build-up play. Great fluid players. As Jim Curry said, they look like a Fijian Sevens team with such natural talent and flow between their players who I've been told have been playing together since they were 5 or 6 years old. As they don't play rugby at Ruamata, they only play hockey and a little bit of basketball. So it's just great to see a school prioritising hockey.
As we see Oranga Maxted on the ball, looking to push the ball down the near side of the field. Ruamata really starting to settle into their patterns now. As we see a free hit given to Tristan Walker.
Lepera Hohepa starting the attack here for Ruamata as they wait to pounce on any opportunity that Ashburton give them. Patiently transferring it through the back here as Ashburton look to pile on the pressure with a little bit more of a press. Currently just letting and waiting it out. That is a great effective little half press a little bit there, Sam.
Yeah, really defensive pressure there by Ashburton College. It would worry me a wee bit though, Damo. I think they've really got to try and get out and create some disruption to this ball movement by Ruamata. They can't just afford to sit back and let Ruamata dictate the play this much.
You'd have to suggest that they continue to try and maybe pressurise Ruamata and make sure they get as little room as possible. Otherwise, based on what they've done in this tournament, they've just cut you up with massive handles. Ruamata again looking impressive down that right-hand side. As they again want to try and pressurise and get into that circle and force a result. Oh, Ashburton once again holding strong in defence. They haven't had a whole lot of action down Ruamata's 23. However, they're holding strong.
Umpire Murphy not impressed with the tackle there by Ashburton College outside the circle. Very overzealous, but clumsy if you ask me, Damo.
It could be a result of frustration there through number 2, Jack Ellis, conceding what you would consider probably an unnecessary attempt at a tackle However, Ruamata will try and look to have a bit more of a comprehensive PC than they did the last time out, and maybe try and force a result, whether it's repeated PCs or whether it's an actual goal.
Tristan Walker seems to be the go-to man on the penalty corners here, Damo, as you see him lining up in the orange boots. Laying the ball off to his right, receiving the ball back, and he's just pushed it wide. Really clinical penalty corner, just not able to finish in that last part of the sequence.
It was amazing how this team is able to complete so many passes in such a small space, yet look so good doing it. However, having said that, goalkeeper Archie Glanville's had a great tournament so far. Although unconventional in his techniques, he has had a great tournament with so many reaction-like saves. And he's probably one to watch and see if he can try and reduce Ruamata to as many goals as possible. As Ruamata again look to attack that final third. However, Rachel Ward clearly sees an infringement there. That's not the word. Rachel Murphy, sorry. This Ashburton defensive effort looks rather difficult to try. They look rather difficult to be able to get in between. Would you say, Sam? That wasn't English, but
could have said any fluid myself, Damo. Really think they've been working hard on this defensive presence they can have in their circle at their own end of the field. And I assume from this they'll look to launch good counter-attacks, sending some strikers up high. As we see another breach and umpire Murphy calling back of the stick. I can feel it coming, Damo. These Ruamata boys are putting a lot of pressure on the defensive circle of Ashburton.
It just feels like at this point there's something that's left to give here. Ruamata have looked awfully impressive going into the circle.
Ruamata dropping into a bit of a back four shape at the moment. Again, Ashburton content to sit at a half-court press, leaving Ruamata to play the ball around the back. And Ashburton really wanting to get a mistake from Ruamata, then they can find a counter-attack. But again, a pretty easy penetration up the far sideline. Something Ashburton are really going to have to work on at this quarter-time break coming up as we take them to the final 90 seconds of this first quarter.
The end of the first quarter couldn't come quicker here for Ashburton, as they're once again looking to get penetrated in their final third. However, they are now on the counter-attack. Ruamata holding strong in their back line there. It's an unlucky ball there from captain Mepera Hallhipper. Oh. Tackles like those are to be expected in such big finals as this one. Based on their previous encounter in pool play, it ended up being 3-2 to Ruamata.
I think there was a goal in the dying moments of the game, wasn't it, Damo, to get the Ruamata team across the line in that pool play game over Ashburton?
I believe there was a goal with about 4 minutes to go there, Sam.
That is not long, Damo.
It was a rather physical affair. And Ashburton really took it to Ruamata. And what was it? It was an unexpected result. However, Ashburton have shown plenty of courage and fight throughout this tournament, getting a tough 1-0 win over Shirley in the semi-final.
As we see Captain Nopera Hohipa having some words with umpire Murphy, unsure on the decision down in the attacking circle. Rach Murphy, one of the most experienced umpires we have here in the Canterbury Hockey District. Really great to see her supporting the local tournaments, really supporting our fellow less experienced umpires across this whole tournament and giving these teams a great opportunity to play hockey.
Couldn't agree more, Sam. As the first quarter comes to a close, it has somehow stayed Ashburton 0, Ruamata 0.
And we're back underway here, Damo, for the second quarter of this 2022 Johnson Cup Boys final. Ruamata probably the stronger of the two in the first quarter, Damo. We're interested to see what the coaches talked about at quarter-time break to see how they can get the Ashburton team back in the game as Ruamata go on the attack again down that far side of the field.
Oh, looks like there might have been a bit of a shove there from number 13, Tristan Walker. However, umpire Murphy clearly didn't see anything that needed to be adjudged there. Although having said that Ruamata may be the stronger of the two sides in the first quarter, anything can happen at 0-0, can't it, Sam?
Yeah, similar to the girls' final we saw a moment ago, Damo. One team looking to put the pressure on as we see Ruamata attacking again. Finding the shot on goal. And they've found the first one of the game through the legs of goalkeeper Archie Glanville. Damo, did you catch a number on that one?
I believe it was number 3, Timothy Walker there, with the opening goal of the Johnson Cup final. Unfortunate there, because it was a great save initially from Archie Glanville. However, it went straight through his legs on the follow-up attempt. But you must say, Sam, that was a much-deserved goal from Ruamata after the efforts of the first quarter, putting Ashburton under such pressure.
Yeah, really strong clinical goal there by Timothy on the far post, mocking up the straps after that fantastic first save by Archie and goal for Ashburton College.
It begs the question, after that first one going in, will the floodgates open? Because Ashburton have been under such pressure. And you'd have to say that after all that, it was about time that something had to give.
And the pressure continues to come by Ruamata, forcing their way up the field. Free hit on the edge of the circle. Umpire Murphy not happy with the distance travelled.
Looks like there was maybe about 3 or 4 metres, not quite the 5 required to enter the circle there. As Ashburton are quick on the counter-attack there with a lovely overhead.
Seems to be their main MO at the moment, Damo. Looking to hold back, force Ruamata to come forward, then try and launch on the counter-attack when they receive the ball.
As what has happened in previous events here. Although Ashburton managed to get out of their own third, they've really struggled to progress up the field, and Ruamata have gained the possession back. They've got plenty of space, so they're able to try and counter-attack of their own. However, bit of a mistake there. Number 8, Tamaho Palmer. Oh, great build-up play again from Ruamata. As they have an opportunity.
And bang, bang!
I believe that was number 13, Tristan Walker. Fantastic finish. Nothing much that keeper Archie Glanville could do there. It looks like the Walkers have got all the luck and all the goals for Ruamata so far.
Yeah, Tristan's been good today, Damo. We've seen him on the penalty corner bracket, almost capitalising on their second penalty corner of the day. As we see again, finding their space on the far post. Really well played across on a calm but strong finish into the bottom corner. Not much there goalkeeper Archie Glanville could have done.
The way the game's playing out right now, it's hard to see Ashburton getting a result out of this game. However, we can never rule things out with it being so early. Although Ruamata's looking rather outstanding in the final attacking third, Ashburton do have an opportunity now to maybe settle the game down and put some pressure on their back four.
They just haven't really seen the ball, have they, Damo? They need to try and find some phases of play where they can just hold the ball for a little bit longer. Try and build some pressure on this Ruamata team. As you see Ashburton pushing into looks like a back three possibly.
It's hard to get a feel for the game without the ball, Sam, and unfortunately it looks like that might be the case so far for Ashburton. Although maybe at this stage in the game, it's small steps at a time, they could maybe lead a path for success for Ashburton.
There we see captain number 10, Hamish O'Reilly. I think it was. Got the armband around the sock there, Damo.
I do believe so, Sam.
These are the moments Ashburton look for, the counter-attack opportunities. Trying to push forward with a few numbers, use some speed and skill around the outside. The Ruamata crowd on the far side of the field happy with that outcome. Seeing the ball harmlessly played over the baseline, looking to reset with a 16-yard hit.
It looks like most of their school is actually out watching this game today. Ashburton with a mountain of space here in the back. It's just whether or not they can transition up the field and link their three layers together. But Ruamata again implementing a really effective press here, which is making it very difficult for Ashburton to actually get out of their back line. Some would argue there's really not a lot that Ashburton can do at the moment. Ruamata's just pressing so efficiently. The 16 presents a good opportunity to maybe slow the game down a bit for Ashburton and attempt to try and get the ball up the field.
As we see Ruamata Damo dropping out to a half-court press of their own, looking to force Ashburton to bring the full ball forward. Ashburton oblige. And that's what the half-court press does to you, Damo. It forces you to feel like you've got a lot of space. You need to make a quick decision. But in essence, you do have a bit more time. Just needs to play the ball calmly around the back. Look for those ideal places to penetrate.
The classic half-court press really is just a mental thing. It makes it really, really difficult to, although you can have all the space to progress up the field, it is really difficult to get out of your mindset. However, Ruamata again pressing up the field. The staunch there is Ashburton, who are looking to create a counter-attack of their own. This game's starting to get rather physical, is it not, Sammy?
Starting to open up a wee, and I think this is what Ashburton want here, Damo. They want the game to open up. The less structure, the better here for Ashburton. It's the crowd really starting to get on the back of their team. They found one of their first, and it's a corner.
A penalty corner for Ashburton, the first of the game and their best opportunity to try and get a result and potentially get a goal here. Ashburton, they've worked hard for it, Sam.
Yeah, I think the looser this game gets, the more it's going to turn in the favour of Ashburton College. As the vocal Ruamata crowd on the far sideline starting to support their team, really making it known that they want to keep this ball out with 6.5 minutes to play in the second quarter of this final.
Great save. Over another penalty corner. McGarvey Borrell with a fantastic save. Getting nice and low there to prevent the drag from entering. Another opportunity here for Ashburton.
Will we see the Drake flick again here from captain number 10?
Low.
Hamish O'Reilly.
Wow, this could potentially be a stroke here, Sam.
Umpire Murphy coming to have a word with umpire Joshua Black. Really good case for a stroke here on the line, I believe, Damo.
Yes, I believe it struck the foot of one of the Ruamata players, potentially behind the goalkeeper, preventing it from going in. However, it's difficult to tell from this angle. A stroke has been awarded. Great umpiring though. However, umpires Black and Murphy consulting each other to come to a final decision, which you'd probably have to say is the correct one.
And we've got Captain Hamish O'Reilly stepping up for what is a crucial moment of this final, Johnson Cup Boys final.
This could really swing it back into Ashburton's favour. And he scored it in the top left corner. A fantastic finish. It hit the post and managed to hit the back of the net. That would have been a nervy wait for goal scorer and captain Hamish O'Reilly.
Clinical Damo, hitting the crossbar and heading down into the back of the net. Even the best goalkeepers in the world wouldn't save that one, Damo. Execution was pinpoint.
Not even George Anderson could save that, Sam. You just feel a little bit of niggly energy popping up here, Sam. Things are starting to get a little bit more physical. And to be fair, both teams are rather large for this tournament.
I think this is what Ashburton have ordered, Damo. They want a bit of chaos. A possible back of the stick, and umpire Murphy has called it. Back of the stick by Braden Luxton in the defensive circle. These are those crucial stages after a goal scored. Both teams really need to knuckle down and hold out for that 2 or 3 minute period after each goal is scored. That's often when the next one comes.
After that stroke went in, you just feel the nervous and excited energy of the crowd really lift here.
And the old-fashioned straight hit, Damo. Look to hit a foot of one of the attacking players from Ruamata. Really high press from the boys in white.
You see the first overhead really not going to plan there for Ashburton. As Ruamata again trying to penetrate the circle and force a PC. However, a fantastic defensive effort there from number 11 for Ashburton, Tom Rosevier. Again, trying to put pressure on Ashburton. However, Ashburton holding strong. Oh, stoic defence there from Ashburton. Although the call's gone against him, it has prevented the ball from entering the circle. The better Hohepa here, trying to calm things down. Travel 5 metres and then enter a ball into the circle. He passes it back to Kalan Mason. However, it is blocked there from number 10, Hamish O'Reilly, the goal scorer. The tide really has changed from what we were saying 10 minutes ago when Ruamata put on their second. You just feel there's a real shift in momentum and Ashburton really are getting into Ruamata's faces. Somehow that ball's remained in play there. Ruamata is starting to come a little bit calmly. As Ashburton have regained possession and looking to go on the counter once again. Ashburton. Great effort there by number 5, Nicholas Kershaw for Ashburton. As Ashburton receive a long corner and will look to try and maybe force another PC, if not a goal, and tie this game up at 2-2. Hamish O'Reilly playing it back, looking for more depth and more options. Beautiful ball in. Oh, great defence there from Kalan Mason. Now it's a real counter-attack from Ruamata. Got plenty of space here. Out to the left with Te Oranga, Wairua, Hohepa. As he gets the ball into the top of the circle. As number 8, Tamaho Palmer has scored to make it 3-1 to Ruamata. That was really against the run of play. Ashburton had such a great opportunity down at the other end. That's really unfortunate for Ashburton. However, it is fantastic news to the Ruamata faithful. Sam Grimshaw is just catching his breath at some scintillating action from Ruamata.
As the whistle goes for the halftime break, Damo. Crucial score by Ruamata to head into this halftime of the 2022 Johnson Cup final. 3 goals to Ruamata, 1 goal to Ashburton. Come join us after halftime, Damo, as we get back into the action to see what the second half of this game brings. I'm excited.
I can't wait. Welcome back to the 2022 Johnson Cup coverage on CelloSport. Ruamata holding a firm 3-1 lead over Ashburton with a late goal at the end of the second quarter there. Sam, what's your thoughts on the game been so far?
I think the calmer it can be and the more structured it can be, the better it's going to go for Ruamata. As you see, a nice ball forward into the attacking part of the field. I think chaos is the order for Ashburton. Really wanted to disrupt, play some wave hockey, counter-attack hockey, try to cause some uncertainty in this Ruamata team.
So really trying to copy that Maris brand of hockey. Is that what we're looking for here, Sam? Ashburton, although being put under mountains of pressure, you'd have to say have been rather stoic in defence. However, Ruamata again looked the most comfortable of the two teams. However, they're looking to be on the attack here, are Ashburton College. They've been rather impressive in this tournament so far, getting out of what some would say the group of death with King's College, Roncalli College and Ruamata. Umpire Black having his say on the game, and justifiably so, with a few dirty hacks there from Ruamata. You just feel the tensions rising a little bit, as maybe Ruamata are being a little bit disruptive. Ashburton are doing a good job. However, I've given the ball away here to number 9, no Peter Hohepa, the captain, as Ruamata again on the attack. Ashburton really seem to be disrupting the rhythm of Ruamata here, aren't they, Sam?
Yeah, really important part of the game here, Damo. First few minutes of the second half. Ashburton trying to create some more of that disruptive style of hockey. As Ruamata look to settle back into their structure, back into their patterns.
Ruamata here on the attack. Looking to transition through the right wing. Cool going against Ashburton College there. Oh, umpire Black stamping his authority on the game, sending number 13, Tristan Waka, the goal scorer from previously, off for a green card and a little bit of a sit down in the umpire's dugout. Although 3-1 down, Ashburton College definitely seem to have a little bit of an upper hand here, disrupting the rhythm of the Ruamata players. Ashburton giving Ruamata a bit of a taste of their own medicine, implementing a little bit of a half press here, forcing them to transition through the back centres. Now starting to put a little bit more pressure on them, forcing them to make an outlet through the middle, as their press has worked out really well for them. However, the Peter Hohepa controlling the ball for Ruamata. As he transitions down the side of the right. Going more to the middle. Can he get a shot away? Entering the circle. Shot away. Oh, a great opportunity there to Oranga Wairua Hoepa. Probably should have buried that one, should he, Sam?
Really good pitches to play down. Yeah, I think they'll be disappointed not to capitalise on that opportunity. Would have been a great moment in this third quarter to head up 4-1. But as we said, whenever Ruamata settle back into their patterns, they're looking really threatening. Ashburton looking to employ the half-court press again. I think it looks like Hamish O'Reilly's the catalyst of this press. Playing as the free man deep, but looking to push further and further forward as the press wears on.
Really playing the waiting game here at Ashburton. At 4-1 up, you'd have to say that it would be difficult for Ashburton to get back from there. However, at 3-1, you'd have to say Ashburton still have a sniff. They're still in it.
Really going to be the team to score next, Damo. 3-1 lead, one of the more dangerous leads in the sport.
Yes, no one likes to be up by 2 goals because you don't know whether to press and you don't know whether to stay defensive. Just it's a real niggly scoreline. Ruamata again, transitioning up the right-hand side. However, a big crunching tackle there. Can't quite tell what the number is there. It was a fantastic effort nonetheless.
Great pass to the right-hand side of the circle. Fantastic circle penetration. Ashburton pretty calm in the defensive end, Damo, looking to really hold the fort strong. Don't want to concede another goal.
Oh, there's a crunching tackle there from 14 Kaupapa Hawk as they continue to punish their right-hand side. Ashburton really struggling to close down that attacking outlet down the right. As Ruamata have a long corner with captain Nopera Hohepa transitioning it through the back to try and find some easier options as they bring it back down to the right. As Kaupapa Hawk once again, however, he gives the ball away and Ashburton have an opportunity down the left-hand side. For number 3, Harrison Doak. However, umpire Black has brought it back, potentially for going out of play. It's unfortunate because Ashburton, when they have been on the counter, have looked dangerous. They just haven't quite been able to find themselves in that final. Ruamata 23. There's a fantastic deceptive ball there from number 14, Kaupapa Hawk, once again. Really showing his quality down the right-hand side there. However, Ashburton managed to get the ball back to a 16. Will they once again employ an overhead, or will they try and look to transition it through the back? They've chosen the former. However, there's a fantastic trap there. Oh, it's gone through the legs. However, Ashburton managed to trap it at the top of the circle. And they're looking to transition into a counter-attack. However, once again, it is shut down by the midfield of Ruamata. Looking for a bit more of an active press here as Ashburton, not consisting of a half press as what has been seen. Kaupapa Hawk once again down the sideline, bring it back in the midfield. Ashburton have an opportunity. They've got numbers going through the middle. Oh, looking to slow it down a little bit. Great work from Ruamata to shut it down. However, there's plenty of space out to the right there for Ashburton. Oh, unlucky. It seems like it's gone through about 3 players there. A fantastic deceptiveness there from Ruamata. Ruamata once again looking to penetrate the circle and potentially give themselves another goal and a bigger buffer. However, they have forced a penalty corner. Tensions are starting to rise amongst the Ruamata and Ashburton players. The pressure of a final gets here. However, both teams clearly have big hearts and are giving it 110%. The Ashburton players are pleading their case to umpire Black. However, it's unlikely that their decision will be overturned. This is a massive penalty corner for Ashburton as they do not want to go down to 4-1. Oh, great layoff. And number 13, Tristan Waka, has scored a second. And he is buried a lovely flick into the bottom right-hand corner. And Ruamata have extended their lead to 4-1 over Ashburton College in the Johnson Cup final for 2022 here at Napunawai Sports Hub.
That's one of those goals drawn up on the training field, isn't it, Damo? Really one that you want to keep up your sleeve. Really slick execution. Tristan Waka, someone that's been really prominent on the attacking penalty corners for Ruamata.
Yeah, the one thing that has really stood out with Ruamata throughout this entire competition is the creativity in which they really transition on their penalty corners. In the first Roncalli game, I could count around 8 different penalty corner attempts, and it's just so refreshing to see such creative penalty corner options. At 4-1 now, it's difficult to see a way back for Ashburton. We're deep into the third quarter here, and however, hockey's a funny game, isn't it, Sam?
Very funny, Damo. We're in the final 2.5 minutes of this third quarter, third and penultimate quarter, Damo. And Ashburton need to strike if they want to have any chance of getting their way back into this Johnson Cup final. I think they're really going to have to claw one back here before the end of this third quarter.
Ashburton are in the search for a goal here and have found a little bit of a counter-attack here. However, they can't seem to find a pass away. Number 3, Harrison Doak, just really he couldn't find a pass there, Sam.
Yeah, that's the challenge when you're looking to push for counter attacks. There's often not a lot of supporting players up there. Really comes down to some more individual or teams of 2 efforts to try and get them across the line to score that goal.
This is a real crucial end to the quarter here for Ashburton, who you could only assume are probably looking to go on a bit of an all-out attack. However, Ruamata are still managing to find a way to get through Ashburton's defence. However, as always, Ashburton have plenty of players back to defend their own 23. Another double turnover here. Ruamata looking to settle things down a little bit and maybe be a bit of a silent assassin in attack. However, Ashburton have once again got the ball back here. And this is a big last 50 seconds for them here. There's a straight hit through the middle. Unfortunately, it's called for danger by umpire Rachel Murphy. As Ruamata may look to count down these last few seconds by just transitioning it through their back line. However, number 15, Riley Harris for Ashburton, is really putting on a lot of pressure here. He may be able to send a Hail Mary here. Oh, but Ruamata have managed to scrape it through the midfield. Oh, that's a lovely bit of play there from Banapa Hawk. As they once again go through the middle here, Ruamata, as they go in search of a 5th goal and potentially a PC. Oh, it looks like that'll do us for the penultimate quarter here in the Johnson Cup final for 2022 here at the Napunawai Sports Hub. Going to this last quarter, you'd have to say Ashburton are going to have to come back from a real deficit in order to try and secure a result here. Welcome back to the final quarter of the Johnson Cup 2022 final here in the Punawai Sports Hub. As Ruamata already transitioning into attack. However, it looks like there's a bit of a solid collision there over on the far side. As that dive right there by number 10, Hamish O'Reilly, really just showing the amount of commitment that all these players are putting in today. Although Ashburton might be losing at the moment 4-1, which is quite a comfortable buffer for Ruamata, they're always putting in 110% effort, which is great to see. Oh, Ruamata looking a little bit uncomfortable there in the back as Ashburton continue to pile on a little bit of pressure with a half press. However, once again, Ruamata get a call inside the Ashburton half. However, they're looking potentially a bit of nerves there from Panapa Hawk. However, there's still plenty of hockey to be played. Ashburton really get into the faces of the Ruamata players. And to be fair, at this point, they probably don't have a whole lot to lose at 4-1. There's still plenty of time. The question is, can they secure 3 goals and potentially take this to shootouts? Ashburn's really crunching into these tackles now. There's Ruamata transitioning into their circle. And he's been called for a foot just outside the circle. Bit of hold up and play here. Is Ruamata looking for some creative options? As Ashburton caused another error from Ruamata. However, Ruamata have gained the ball once again. As Carlin Mason clears it out through the back to captain number 9, Nupera Hohepa. He sends it out to Oranga Maxted over on the right-hand side. As it looks like Ruamata have transitioned to a bit of a 3 in the back here, which for a majority of the game they played more of a 4 in the back. However, they're looking dangerous in attack once again. However, Ashburton still stoic in defence. Been a little bit unlucky here, Ashburton. They've run into a really good Ruamata side, who for a school of less than 200 people, and for a majority of their senior school being here, it's a fantastic effort. It's refreshing to see one of the smaller schools do so well in a national competition. Ruamata going out through the back again, implementing their back 3. Which now looks like it's grown into a back 4. Oh, lovely work transitioning into the middle there from Ruamata. Goes back to skipper Nupera Hohepa. As Ashburton are crunching into these tackles throughout the midfield. However, there's a bit of argy-bargy going on here. Obviously, there's a lot of frustrations going on from the majority of the tournament in this final game. Oh, unlucky. Maybe a bit of break and play here is what Ashburton needs. Maybe not so much frustration as what was shown over there on the grandstand side. The more time ticks away, the more likely Ruamata look to have secured this 2022 Johnson Cup. However, they are looking to progress into the circle even more. However, didn't touch a single stick or foot. Another overhead from the Ashburton back line. However, they seem to work out as they're on the counter attack. And number 5, Nicholas Kershaw. Oh! He's been taken out by the keeper, Magavi Borrell. There's a clattering of sticks there in the Ruamata circle. But however, umpire Rachel Murphy has her say on the game. The umpires have done a fantastic job here today. Both of them well deserved of getting this finals appointment. The Ashburton have got the ball. Number 10, Hamish O'Reilly, leading the attack here for Ashburton. It's another foul there for Ruamata. Maybe they're starting to feel the pressure this late on into the game. Although the lead's comfortable, it's cut back to 2. Could mean real problems as Ashburton get into the circle. A great opportunity to force a PC. Unfortunately, it didn't happen there for Ashburton. However, Ashburton looking increasingly confident going into this final quarter as we welcome back Sam Grimshaw to the commentary booth.
Yeah, the game's really starting to come alive, Damo. Final 9 minutes of Johnson Cup 2022. And we're going to see Ashburton going all out here, looking to find these final 3 goals to get themselves back into the draw. But Ruamata trying to hold firm and get themselves the Johnson Cup trophy.
It's one beautiful trophy as well. You'd have to say, however, the more time ticks away, the more unlikely it is that Ashburton will be able to track back this lead of Ruamata. I believe umpire Murphy gave that as not 5 as Ashburton continue to go ahead with the ball. And there's a crunching 2-man tackle. Has been deemed illegal by both umpires. As 2 Ruamata players have been given green cards. Oh, my correction, 1 player. Number 21, Te Oranga Wairua Hohepa. Oh, that's a great tackle there from Captain Hamish O'Reilly as they again pressurise Ruamata. However, Ruamata managed to get the pullback. That was a fantastic ball. Unfortunately, not quite picked up there from Takata Manley.
Ashburton really going to start throwing a bit more caution to the wind soon, Damo. Really going to start trying to push players forward, especially in that press. They're going to have to try to be more dominant in the press, trying to cause some more turnovers. Probably can't rely on the half-court press for too much longer.
You'd have to say that an all-out attack is the only way from here for Ashburton. It is looking more and more likely that Ruamata have done their job and completed their mission of winning the Johnson Cup trophy for 2022. The more that Ruamata has the ball, the more difficult it becomes for Ashburton. How impressive has this Ruamata team been today, Sam?
Not just today, Damo. They've been good all week. They've been a team that's come with a mission, come with a really good game plan. Some highly skilled players coming through the Bay of Plenty under-18 system. It's fantastic to see the fully immersive Maori school of Ruamata. As we spoke about, pretty much the whole entire of their male secondary school here in the hockey team. As we clock down to the final 6 minutes of this game, it'll be really interesting to see if Ashburton can apply some of this final pressure or if Ruamata are going to run away with the spoils towards the end of this game.
Ruamata have been known throughout this entire tournament to play the game with such respect. And they've, in fact, with every umpire that has officiated each of their games, they've actually given them a traditionally made wristband, which all the boys at Ruamata have actually made. Whilst they enter the circle there with another attack here. And Captain Nopera Hohepa has scored with a simple sweep through keeper Archie Glanville's legs. It was a fantastic finish and could be a fantastic way to cap off and seal the Johnson Cup trophy, which you'd have to say at this point is probably theirs. With fantastic support from the Ruamata faithful who have made the large journey down from Rotorua. However, Ashburton, it has to be said, they've tried their best and they've had a fantastic effort in this game. You cannot doubt that.
As we know, Damo, obviously the winner of the Johnson Cup and Audrey Tillman Memorial Trophy, get the opportunity to push up into their respective ranking and Federation Cups for next year. Really interesting to see how many of this Ruamata team will stay on. Obviously, once they leave high school, that makes them ineligible for the team.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I don't actually know how many year 13s they have on this side. However, it must be said that the future for Ruamata hockey is so bright with such talent as this. However, as we see, there's been a push potentially from one of the Ruamata players. Ashburton College here may be able to finish on one last hurrah. There's another overhead from the back is collected by one of the Ruamata players. Great skill from these Ruamata players, it must be said. As they go again into the Ashburton 23. It's been given to Ashburton. And they're off to a quick start here on the counter-attack. However, it's collected once again from one of the Ruamata players. Lovely pull there. Unfortunately, it's collected by one of the Ashburton players, number 18, Devon Flannery. Once again here, Ruamata looking so dangerous on the counter. Oh, once again, stoic defence there from Ashburton. Hamish O'Reilly trying desperately to get the ball back. However, the Ruamata players at the back looking comfortable as they're on the ball.
He's been good to say, hasn't he, Damo? Hamish O'Reilly. Definitely one of Ashburton's stronger players.
Although it's been a losing effort, yes, I'd have to agree there. Hamish O'Reilly just seems to be the catalyst for a majority of Ashburton's attack. So it's important to note that, on another note, Ashburton have another attacking opportunity with Hamish O'Reilly, the namesake. He in the circle. Oh, Ruamata looks so comfortable on that ball in the circle. Ashburton with an opportunity maybe to have one last hurrah. Ruamata again shuts down any attacking opportunities and are starting to create one of their own. Number 13, Tristan Waka, one of the standouts today for Ruamata, scored 2 goals. What do you think of him, Sam?
He's been good, Damo. Real threat on that drag flick. Any attacking penalty corner, you've seen him up there ready to pounce. Because we're in the final stages of this game, closing down for the 2022 Johnson Cup tournament. Zee Ruamata calmly looking to run down the clock, holding the ball.
Based on this performance in this game and throughout the entire tournament, you'd have to say it's well deserved for Ruamata. However, a little bit of ill discipline there as Te Oraranga Wairua Hohepa has been sent off with a green card. So he will not be taking the field again in this Johnson Cup final for 2022. A little bit of a sour note. However, Ruamata have definitely deserved this performance and their eventual win of the Johnson Cup trophy for 2022. As Nopera Hohepa showing his skills. Ashburton here will never give up though. Stoic as always, and can they force something going into the last few seconds? He's somehow cut away with the ball. A PC to end for Ashburton. However, it will be in vain as Ruamata have claimed the Johnson Cup trophy for 2022. However, Ashburton can have their final say on the game. It'd be nice if Ashburton could finish off on a positive note, couldn't it, Sam?
Yeah, looks like Captain Hamish O'Reilly stepping up to try to finish the other note. The short injection.
And they've found the back of the net. Number 18, Devon Flannery, with a lovely straight hit goal to finish this game. However, the congratulations goes to Ruamata for their victory and have won the 2022 Johnson Cup trophy and have been promoted to Rankin for next year. Oh, fantastic scenes. As you can see, just the emotion and how much this means to them.
This is what school hockey is all about, Damo, as we wind up towards the prize giving, the final act of this Johnson Cup 2022. It's been a pleasure, Damo. Love working with you, Damo. I'm Sam Grimshaw.
I'm Damien Aiken. Over and out.